Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Splatoon 2. Last time we continued to explore World 5 and we upgraded our splatter shot to the maximum power, so this thing is as strong as ever. But in this episode we're going to go ahead and jump into level 26 here, Paradise Lanes. Get the ball rolling. Now this level I'm not the biggest fan of when you have to play it for your first time, and there's one major reason why. This level has a lot of Octoballs rolling around. But the weapon they choose for you to play this level with is the Hero Roller. This is not a great weapon for attacking these Octoballs, so what I recommend you do in this level is just try to avoid these things at all costs. Don't really try to kill them, simply just because these aren't going to be easy enemies for you to kill with the roller. It's just too slow of a firing rate in order to actually kill these things, so we're just going to be avoiding these things at all costs. And in this section here in particular, you're going to start noticing a bit of a platforming issue as well here, so you have to be very careful moving around this level because there's going to be a lot of moments where you're climbing up walls and the camera's going to be obscured by said wall, and that's going to give these Octoballs a good chance to blindside you. So in this level in particular, really pay attention to your surroundings. You're going to definitely want to do that as much as possible. But here I'm actually going to go ahead and use my special right away here, simply just because this Ink Storm really helpful in this section. It stops the Octoballs before they can even fall down and attack you. So in this section in particular, using your Ink Storm is extremely beneficial. I'm going to go ahead and throw this curling bomb in front of me to go as fast as I can in this section. Trying to beat this cycle here just so I go ahead and grab myself a shield. And you definitely want this armor right away because one hit from an Octoball and it could definitely take you down to a critical hit state. So I want to have a shield on me right away so I can at least take 2 hits before I die, instead of having to worry about 1 hit and then I'm pretty much a slow moving target. So in this section here, I'm going to go ahead and stay on this side and activate this Gusher using my Roller's Fling move. Doing that is just definitely the safe way around because standing below one of these little grate sections where these balls are falling down, it's definitely recommended to do so just simply because you're protected from the metal grating above you. Here I'm going to wait for those balls to roll on the right side, and I'm going to jump all the way over here, because in this section, I'm going to go ahead and break open the box, which will give you your Sunken Scroll. So we have all the collectibles here in this level, so let's go ahead and continue on. And in this final area here, this is actually the very end of the level actually, we can go ahead, ink up this wall, and as you can see here, we got a lot of big old balls coming our way, so gotta be very careful. Almost ran into that one, that would have been bad. So I'm going to ink up this wall and try to jump on the side. Be very, very careful in this area. And I'm going to go ahead, make way to the checkpoint as fast as I can because there's a ball right above my head ready to fall down on me. So just don't stop. Keep on moving. If you feel like you're in a dangerous area, then you're going to want to go ahead, turn right back around and get to a safe zone. So in this section, we got to be pretty quick here because we don't have much time for another Octoball comes down. And these things are the massive ones, so they will definitely do a lot of damage. In fact, if you just heard right behind us, it sounded like one of the Octarians got hit by the ball and just got killed. So be very careful in that section, but if you're quick enough, then you can go ahead and make it out without taking any damage whatsoever. Calamari Research Labs video log number 5628. This coffin-like device is a historical relic of the old world and is kept under strict lock and key. I unplugged by accident while cleaning the other day, but it seems to still be running somehow. Interesting. That's actually kind of a piece of knowledge that kind of transferred over from Splatoon 1, because if you read the Sunken Scrolls in Splatoon 1, there is a very similar story in that game. But we'll learn more here after we go ahead and defeat the final level here in World 5, Octoling Workout. Forge those muscles! Let's go ahead and flex on those Octarians this time around. Now, level 26 was our final platforming level to go through. Level 27 is our final Octarian beat-em-up level in the multiplayer form. So this is our final multiplayer map here, and this map's actually pretty fun to play on, honestly, in the multiplayer mode. This is one of the few maps that was actually featured in the global test fire of Splatoon 2, the online demo that was released before the game even came out, back when the Switch first came out in March of 2017. So this level I have a pretty good experience on playing on a lot of, just simply because of that online demo. I played a lot of that when it was first around in 2017. That's just how I got a lot of my introduction to Splatoon 2, similar to how I did with Splatoon 1. And I'm very glad they did another global test fire for the game, simply just because Global test fires are a great way to gauge interest on a game because it's a free online demo, so you go ahead and pretty much play the main game for a couple hours online. Because the Global Test Fire was a 3-day event in Splatoon 2 and allowed you to play for a very long time, actually. So it was like, I think, 4 hours that the online mode was open, so that's a good amount of the game you can go ahead and play, and that does help formulate an opinion if you want this or not. Splatoon 2 did actually get another demo released much later into its lifespan. About 2 years after the game was released, Nintendo made the Splatoon 2 special demo available for a full week, and included with this demo was a 7-day free trial for the Nintendo Switch Online service, because around the time this demo came out, the Switch's Online wasn't free to use anymore, so including that 7-day free trial with the demo was a very smart move. And this demo allows you to play all the multiplayer modes available in the game, along with being able to transfer over your level progression from those multiplayer modes into the main game once you bought it. This demo was very interesting, and I'm glad to see Nintendo decided to make another demo for Splatoon 2, simply just because it gave a lot of players an idea if they wanted to play the game much later into its lifespan. But getting back to talking about this level here in particular, the roller is probably one of the better weapons to use in this level, to be honest, just simply because the roller is a pretty powerful weapon. One fling will definitely kill an enemy in front of you, and if you're not careful with your aim, then maybe it's 2 flings, but that's still pretty quick. The only downside is just how slow the fling is with the roller, so if you're not careful, you may have yourself exposed to some damage for too long. So that's why I'm trying to do my best and keep a long game going on here, trying to keep my distance and flinging from afar. So I'm going to go ahead at this point, just refill my ink a bit. And there's an Octarian jumping right down, that's very convenient. I just refilled my ink for you. Right here, I'm going to go ahead and activate this platform to climb up, which will give us our Sardinium. So at this point, we have all the Sunken Scrolls and Sardinium that are located in the levels. There's one more Sardinium for us to get, and that's with the final boss of the game. So we'll be getting that here in a bit. But for now, we pretty much have all the collectibles. So I like to just roll over that Octarian if you're going to just stand that close to me. If you're going to stand that close, I might as well just take the advantage time and just do a normal rolling move. Here, I'm going to go ahead and jump down immediately so I can get my ticket and activate another Octarian. Because I'm just going to go ahead and use my weapon here just to kill it immediately. It looked like my special did miss, unfortunately, and this guy's smart. She's staying in the zone. That's not good. I should probably move. I was even running away, too. Come on. I was so close to getting away, and then, yeah, it didn't really work out in my favor. I was hoping that I would have actually killed an Octarian using my missiles, but unfortunately what happened there was that I was able to pressure the enemy, but that's the thing about the Tenta missiles. They're not the most accurate in the world, especially with how slow a firing rate they have in single player in particular. So my missiles just kind of went around that Octoling, and that's the downside for me, because I definitely didn't want that to happen. I also wish I didn't pick up all the armor at this point, because having some around would have been helpful at this point. Having no armor is definitely deadly. Oh, this is convenient. Thanks. Just go ahead and kill you as soon as you jump over my face. That was the final enemy we had to worry about. So at this point, I'm just going to go ahead, go around their shield here a little bit, just to get me some extra eggs. Why not? They're right here. Just gotta scoop past the shield, which is just barely short enough for you to actually get around. And now I find the shield? Are you serious? I love how I find the shield after I get killed. And after all the enemies are dead too. That's the worst part. You always find the thing you need after you need it. I swear, that's just the trend in video games in general. Especially for me. Wanted the armor earlier, but yeah, the game said no. There you go. Now it's the Octoling workout. Our final level in the game is now complete. We got ourselves all the collectibles here. We got ourselves a meal ticket. And with that, we open up the way to the boss of World 5. Very grand entrance too. It just comes out of this giant platform that was closed off for the longest time in the middle of the hub. And now it just floats straight on up. And it reveals our final boss fight of the game. But now it's time to read our final sunken scroll of the game. Oh, Judd. When your capsule opens in the future, you may find yourself alone. Should that be the case, I ask you to re-energize the capsule once again. Oh, dearest Judd. I only hope that you can forgive me for all I put you through. So that scroll is kind of a continuation of a piece of story we got from Splatoon 1. If you remember the scrolls from Splatoon 1, one of the sunken scrolls did talk about Judd being frozen for hundreds of years actually, and then reappearing later on to just be the announcer pretty much for these turf wars in Splatoon. And we continue the story here once again using the sunken scrolls of Splatoon 2. So it's just some more backstory on Judd, but I want to know where the little Judd came from. The single player does not explain where little Judd came from. It's just a thing that just exists now. Which that's the only downside. They don't really talk about little Judd. But now we have opened up the boss kettle here at World 5. And I think a boss this grand, we're going to go ahead and actually save for the next episode. Next time on Let's Play Splatoon 2, we're ending things off with a Bomb Rush Blush. I'll see you guys next time.